So, I recently went to Dubai and I took more photos and more videos than I know what to do with. I've decided to make this video to act as a sort of a tour guide for anyone considering visiting Dubai. I went to Dubai for 5 nights at the end of March and flights were relatively inexpensive. We flew from Dublin to Dubai direct and flights were €450 return. I think that's a pretty good deal if you ask me, but it's important to understand when you're booking a holiday to Dubai to know the best times of the year to go, because during the summer months in June and July it can get really hot in Dubai, about at least 40 degrees Celsius, and lots of businesses and places actually close down for I think the whole month of June. So the best time to sort of go is either mid to late spring around March, April time, or late autumn, so we're saying September, October time. So they are 2 real good times to go because the weather's still quite warm but it's not super hot, so you can actually do things outside. We stayed in a great hotel. It's called the Renaissance Downtown Hotel. It's a new hotel and it really was a really enjoyable place to stay. The staff were friendly, it was clean, it had a nice modern look, and the rooms were particularly nice. Here's a room tour. The rooms cost approximately 899 AED or dirhams, which is the Dubai currency, or that converts into approximately €200 a night. The first day we were in Dubai, we went to see arguably its most attractive attraction. But anyway, we went to see the Burj Khalifa and it's big. Like really big. Like the pictures and the video don't really do it justice, but it's really big. I think it's over 830 meters or 160 stories tall, and it's the world's tallest building and the world's tallest freestanding structure. The elevator from the ground floor up to the 125th floor takes only about 70 seconds, I think it is, to get up that high. It costs 135 AED, which is €30 to go up to the 125th floor. You can go higher. The maximum height I think that the public can go is up to the 148th floor, but this costs like €80. Anyway, enough of my yammering. Here's the Burj Khalifa.
Just last week you called me, the way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you called me, the way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Hello. Even if we're hanging by a thread, what you said is spinning in my head.
We got eyes on suspect heading east on Burj Street. Over. Roger that, Falcon, and take the shot if you have it. Over. Taking the shot in 3, 2, 1.
Just last week you called me.
Can't go anywhere without meeting an Irish person.
Saying hello.
Get the boys now. Fair play, he's built some building, huh? The base of the Burj Khalifa is Dubai Mall. Okay, time to go down. Let's take the quick way. Wow, that was quicker than taking the stairs anyway. Let's go into the mall. Now, Dubai Mall, like basically everything in Dubai, is absolutely massive. I think it's over 40 football pitches in size. Now, just to put that into perspective. Yeah, so it's mad. It's just really, really big. And because it's so big, it's super easy to get lost. Now the Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall are right beside each other in downtown Dubai, so it makes sense to see both of those attractions on the one day. Now no trip to Dubai would be complete without a visit to the Old Town, Deira. That's where the gold souk and the spice souk are. Now the souks are basically just marketplaces, and you can go and you can haggle and you can purchase gold or spice. Today we're going to go to Old Dubai and we're going to go to the Deira district, I think it's called, and specifically we're going to the spice souk and the gold souk.
Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello.
At any one time in the gold souk, there's estimated to be about 10 ton of gold just in all the shops and all the windows. That's a lot of gold. So we may or we may not just have got fleeced at bargaining for some scarves for Lorna. We paid 200 dirhams for 2 scarves. That's 40 euro. He wanted like what? He wanted 300 euro for 2 scarves. We're like, are you crazy? $20 dirhams. Yeah, we definitely got fleeced. So just down the road from the gold souk behind me is the spice souk of Dubai, and it's always full of people and visitors and tourists, and the smells are really, really nice, and it's definitely something worth seeing if you come to Dubai.
Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane.
I don't know what that is.
This is natural Viagra, my friend.
It's natural, huh? Natural Viagra. Natural Viagra. Natural Viagra. Only in Dubai.
Hello. Hello.
After visiting the gold souks, I highly recommend that you go over to Dubai Creek and you get one of the boat rides across the creek. It's really, really cool, really enjoyable, and it's probably the most inexpensive thing you'll do in Dubai because it only costs 1 dirham per ride, which is 22 cents. The souks are absolutely chock-a-block full of people, full of shoppers, but they're also full of merchants and store owners. And if you're the type of person who really doesn't enjoy being sort of, I'm not going to say harassed, but you know, being approached by store owners and merchants to buy their wares, you're probably not really going to enjoy the souks, but it's still worth going and experiencing what they're like. Public transport in Dubai is a must. The city is mainly just full of dual carriageways, so walking from place to place isn't really that practical. Thankfully though, taxis are more than abundant and they're relatively inexpensive. A 25-kilometer journey from downtown Dubai, where we were staying, to the JB, which is the Jumeirah Beach area, costs about 20 to 25 euro, which is pretty good value. So Ubers are also pretty abundant, but you're gonna pay about 20% more for an Uber over a public taxi. Something else I'd highly recommend doing if you go to Dubai is to do a desert safari. Now there's umpteen amounts of companies that run different desert safaris. We decided to go for a particular one that was a more traditional desert safari experience. So you go out to the desert and you meet the Bedouin people, and you see how they used to live hundreds of years ago. It was actually a really, really good experience, and I highly recommend anyone to do it if you go to Dubai.
did you do on Thursday?
This bed, take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down.
The Rub al Khali Desert.
Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello.
Joking, we actually have loads of water.
This desert safari was approximately 500 AED, which I think converts to like €110. For the rest of the week, we basically drank and ate and chilled by the pool and repeated that process over and over. Now, somewhere I would really recommend eating if you get a chance is Salt. It's a sort of a burger shack type place, and it's on the beach in the JBR area, and it's a really, really cool place for burgers. And something that's also really popular in Dubai is brunch. So it's basically you pay way more money than you should for unlimited food and drink for a particular small period of time, and yeah, it's actually really, really enjoyable. A really popular one is the brunch in the Westin in JBR. Now I think this cost us, I'm not 100%, around €130, which I think is about 600 or 650 dirhams, but you get unlimited food and drink for 3 hours, and we really made the most of it. After the brunch is over, you get taken from the hotel to Barasti Beach Club, which is along the beach, and you get taken there in a golf cart. The one thing I feel sort of takes away from the whole experience of Dubai is just the fact that the city is so heavily under construction. I think it's got the highest population of cranes in the world just because there's so much construction going on. Everywhere you look there's a building site, and it sort of takes away from the experience in my opinion. But it still wouldn't stop me from going back to Dubai, because everything I did in the week I was there, I would do something completely different in another week spent there. And it sort of makes me excited for what Dubai will be like in 5 or 10 years, and it'll definitely be a bigger city and a more extravagant city than it already is. And because of that, I'll definitely be returning. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video. Good luck.